It's a long time since I had so much money for a wool check. There's some amount of work in an old shed like this, trying to resurrect it. Suspension upgrade. 2015 Hilux. That's some rust. Lorry is back here. It's a bin lorry again here to collect the wool. So I have a heap of wool here for collection. I have all this stuff here. Everything down the far side of the quad. I'm not sure how many ton bags it is, but a better setup here this year. A load cell here for weighing the wool into the compactor here, so we get a look at a few bags going into it here.
$660. 52.
Getting full. Now, the lads are just doing a bit of a calculation there to find out how much I am owed for my wool. We'll leave them at it, but a serious clear out. That wool was taking up some serious space. I'm not sure how many ton bags I had. There was surely 25 or so, but it's great clearance now. Super wee job. Simpler operation than the last one. I think the last one had a floor that you put the ton bag on and tipped it up, but you had to lift every ton bag up on the scales to get a weight off the wool. But this one is done with a hanging load cell that calculates the weight as it's been lifted up into the back of it. So yeah, the driver was saying it'll hold about 6 or 7 ton of wool, which is quite a bit of wool. It's a lot of sheep's fleeces, but yeah, anyway, we'll see what the big check is going to be. Now, lorry's just gone and I have got my shed back, or near enough. If we got this quad fixed, it'd be a great help to the job. We'll see if we can find a wet day for that, but really need to get that back together. Winter grazing will be coming up soon. Anyway, a check for €534. Pretty good money, surprisingly good. It's a long time since I had so much money for a wool check. So it's gone up in value, but then again, I'd over 1.5 tons of wool, and you had all the old lamb's wool. You had 16 months of growth on all the ewes, so it's quite a fleece on them. I don't know how many ton bags was there. There was at least 25. Great to see a value in it. Then again, I gave Carl just over €1,500. So it's about 1/3 covering the cost of the shearing. But anyway, for anyone that's interested, the driver did say, give him a shout there. There's some contact numbers for the collection. Now, the only thing is, they said they need to have around about 1 ton of wool in order for them to collect it. So that's around about 20-25 ton bags of wool. Well!
Hi.
How are you?
Jeez,
that's tremendous work you're doing, Robbie. Great work. You're tidying up now. We got rid of the wool there. Big clearance in the shed.
Big clearance, yeah.
Yeah. You're cleaning up now.
I'm cleaning up. Are you?
Good man. Anything but. We can make anything around here except money, Robbie.
It's not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah. Well, the wolf isn't at the door at the minute, anyway.
Oh, no,
he
you're
could be back.
The talk of Ireland, you're the talk of the world.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If we could get these collars up and running, it would be help the bank balance, but I think it would help farmers more than me
Yeah.
to be able to know when these dogs are a problem.
Was the job, is it going on the right? How do you find it going now?
It's going well, yeah. Great interest in the job now, so.
None sold just yet, or?
No, we have to wait till February to get our C marking and certification and a few other bits and pieces. But
Oh,
we're nearly there. You won't find February coming.
Jesus, you won't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're cleaning up, and myself and the high-res pilot Tom are going down to finish resurrecting this old shed that
Right.
you would have seen
And have
before.
to finish that fences there. Yes.
Oh, you were on a fencing job, yeah, okay, right.
Didn't get her finished.
Right, well I didn't plug it in, so, well there's no sheep in it, so we'll switch it on before any sheep go back
Oh,
in.
Jesus,
You're on another big project there.
What about me van? There's an eyes underneath it.
Ah, I wouldn't worry about that. It's when the noise stops, that's when you need to worry.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, how bad a noise is it?
It's only level A to be fit to tell me that.
We'll invest.
Take a little spin
We'll
right,
take a,
right,
we'll
right
take,
around.
we'll take a wise look at it. I'd say you were off-road yesterday, I seen you in the field.
Aye.
I'd say you have something.
No, I didn't do that. It was you done it coming in there last time and skidding around.
Aye, sideways. She got a little van that tipped through a gap sideways now. She's the dinger of you.
You'll end up buying that.
Yeah, I will. She'll be like yourself. She'll be here for the long haul.
She's here for the long haulers, right? And
Yeah.
we don't weigh it down too much with tax or insurance. or anything like that.
No, don't mind wasting time on
Not
that.
at all.
Robbie, that is tremendous work you've done today. Thanks for all your help.
You're welcome.
Keep her lit.
Keep her lit. No show without punch.
Now you have it. Look at the head in that way. Look at the handsome head in you. Why are you switching on my camera? They're just dropping the wee man off to school here now. You ready for school? Are you? You're a great boy. We're back at this job.
Back in action.
Yes, the last time we were here, we were buying rams and we didn't get staying at it, so we're just back to finish it.
Yeah, sun shining.
Aye, a bit of a day will finish it, I'd say, will it?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so we've this gable here to finish. Replace these timbers here. These are pretty bad now. You'll see the way the wind is done. You might see that. Tomo, give us a bit of a demo there. Give it the rock in and out. The issue.
I'm afraid that.
Watch it wouldn't fall on you now.
Something come down on us,
Yeah, do the risk assessment there. Yeah, it should be flimsy enough now. Oh man, yeah, right, okay. So we have a couple of timbers to replace for that. We're going to stick up these 9x3s. And you'll see up here, we didn't go through this in much detail the last day, but that was a terrible timber there that was in bits. We changed that was all broken. And then the top timbers were broken as well. All this roof had dipped and we stuck a 6x3 timber alongside that and bolted to it. It was probably the only way of doing it, but we have a couple more to do here. Two more, this one and this one to replace. This timber here isn't too bad and the props aren't too bad, so we're going to leave them. But you see where the end of that one up there is broke, so we're going to put these timbers here alongside these and notch them out. You see the way we notch up there, so hard enough to video this because we're up and down. We'll see how it goes. That's the canopy that we got up the last day. That's all fixed and finished now. So we've got these roof timbers done. Tomo, a few hours in it.
Cheers, there is a few hours, yeah.
More work and less talk.
Aye.
Let's get at it.
Highly skilled work.
Yes, let's see the high-res pilot in action.
Oh.
Yeah, put the door to side.
Which way are you going?
Okay, you happy enough there?
Yeah.
You want to go up first?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Now that comes out, the man killed.
You can tell that.
A tighten it is.
Lefty loosey,
That's
righty tighty.
A tighten it.
That's a bit of a disability, you know that?
But the boat's in backwards, so.
You're like one of these boys I saw down at the plough with the sculptor. You know, by sculpting an owl or a barn owl out of a tree. That's a good. Jeez, that's good, mate. Pull it in there. Pull it. See. Bad there now. Lift her up. Aye. Yeah, go on. Go on now. Yeah, not too bad. Lift your basket forward. That's it. Tilt her forward, another wee bit, come up.
What's that noise?
Very good.
Come, the balls are in here and you pull them back out.
How was Ramsey getting on?
Not so bad.
Oh man.
I think she's undivided.
Jeez, no wonder the tea does be sloppy. 2 tea bags in a pot. You have miserable yeah. Would you not stretch her out to at least 3 tea bags?
Aye. Need to value or something.
She is your rationed or something, has she?
Need out cheap tea bags on you.
Ah, yeah. What are you on? You're on that sloppy Barry stuff, yeah?
Barry stuff, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Anyway, it's good to get something handed to you, isn't it, Tomo? Yeah. Beggars can't be choosers. Lovely job. Now, how's this tea looking, Tomo?
Not too bad, right?
Oh man, it's not too bad. Is this raw milk we're dealing with here now?
Yep.
Yeah, how, what's your TB status now?
Smell and mug, aye.
Yeah, you're TB negative, are you?
Only with a smell and mug.
Jeez, that's the stuff we were rared on.
Aye.
Isn't it?
So hard.
Not too bad. Oh, jeez, you're like Gordon Ramsay here, mate. What? Wait, yeah, look at this for a fousey. We're ready for phase 2, Tomo.
Yeah.
A little bit of welding to do now. We've the little inverter out here. And just going to weld this cleat on here. And another cleat up there to hold that timber in position. Now, so that bracket's welded to this bracket, and this original timber bracket is welded in here as well, so that should hold it all back down onto this.
Now, we go.
Yeah, you need to get me up. Go back, pull in your arm a bit. Pull in your arm. Go on up with that. Up, up. Yeah. We had to drill in at the back of these timbers to get the cup heads pointing out the right way.
Oh,
There we go. So we didn't replace the timber, but we put a new timber alongside those ones that were pretty bad. New props, these new props from these new timbers here. So it's all connected here with bolts up, bolted up there as well. It is a vast improvement on what it was.
oh no, what?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to put it on the 10-year guarantee, Tomo. Right, we'll keep going. Toughest stuff I ever drilled.
Ooh.
Grand job. Now, so I want to get some nails and screws into this timber here. These nails are in the old bad timber, but I want to get some into that good timber up there. This good timber and the one above. So, have you enough reach there, Tomo? Are you confident? Okay, right. Got a few screws in the top here where that sheet is folded down. That'll tie it all in. It'll stop that dropping. Line the screws into the new timber fitted in the back, and the same on the bottom. Starting to come a wee bit loose here on the nails. We've got all that nailed as well, so should be grand job. This was the original part of the shed, so all the timbers were pretty poor on this. We've them all tightened up and renewed. This timber here, this timber truss, and this one was new, so that was an extension that was put on. So timber's pretty good on that section. So yeah, shed it's well fixed down now. It should last a long time. I've been pretty confident that these old wagon roofs were pretty good sheds, pretty strong sheds. But the biggest problem was the nails. Timber rotten and the nails came loose, and the wind had taken the sheets before ever any steel or anything let go. But anyway, that's a good resurrection job. Pretty happy with that. Jesus, that's sad stuff. Tomo's been busy here drilling a hole. We have to fix that girder as well. It's quite loose, so he's been clawing at a hole here like a badger. You've been doing some good work, Tom. Huh? Sense of personal achievement there.
High, yeah. Very high.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, I don't know.
No, it's not too bad, is it? We put that wee plate in the front of it now.
Aye, that'd be the...
And maybe bolt them under the drinker there as well. It'd be a great help. Vast improvement on here. Yeah, right. You have the tape made. Jeez, you're great gossing, Tomo. Look at this. Huh? How you be kept? We're getting a value out of you today now.
Aye.
Hi. Now, that is this post fixed as good as I'm going to do it. So we got this plate welded down. You can see where it was rotten here, just at ground level. It's where the posts usually break. Got that dropped down into the hole, welded down quite a bit, a couple of inches there, up around the little rotten bit, up here and across there. Same there, and then we rolled that one there, and a couple of plates here, and rolls into that mass concrete pier as well. Another one that side. Will it be strong enough? Let's have a look. Yeah. So one final little job here on this shed. You'll see where the feed barriers are fixed into the wall. These pins latch into the walls. They've quite a hole worn in here in the wall from the pin rocking over and back, and that's pretty good concrete. I know that because I've drilled it on a few occasions. It is good concrete. It's amazing the way animals will keep rocking at that and pushing against that and loosen that. So in order to stop them busting out the concrete, I've punched these plates here with a big hole in the end to take this pin, and then I'm going to put a couple of rolls in here to fix the plate to the wall. Now, the job is done, and I'm not sorry to see it done. There's some amount of work in an old shed like this, trying to resurrect it, but I'm pretty happy with my work. Pretty happy with the job. So this half of the shed from here to here was added on. So the timber's pretty good, all that timber truss, and that one's pretty good. But you'll see from there down, pretty much all the timber's been renewed, or we fixed alongside it, because it's really awkward to take the timbers out because the sheeting would just collapse. But we've all that done. A few other bits and pieces done. A few plates here, top and bottom. Same this side here. We've got our post finished there, fixed in at the bottom. The high-risk pilot's coming back. He's going to fill in around that with a bit of fast setting concrete. Plate here. Another one done there and there. All that gable fixed up. We got all these screws fixed in along here. Top flashing fixed there. Canopy all done. It is a lot of work. I'm not sure how many hours we've clocked in. I must add it all up, but it is a significant amount of work in it. But then again, to demolish that shed and build something in its place would be massive money at the minute. So the trouble is, very hard to get someone to do that line of work now. And I suppose the only reason I'm doing it, to be honest, is I get a lot of winter grazing off the man that owns this ground. And it is pretty good grazing, even though I've got my fill of hardship on it on some of the wet years. It's the one where the gates of hell is. If you've seen that video, you might know where it is. But anyway, I am happy. The farmer will be happy. I'm pretty confident he'll be happy. He's ready for cattle now, and the weather's just changing here, so it'll soon be time to house animals here in this. The high-risk pilot Tomo came back and he concreted back in. He closed in all that hole and he put his initials on it. You can see that, TF. He's a fair man with a trowel. Looks like good strong stuff anyway. Yeah, lovely job. Come on, Tomo, that's a great job. Anyway, that's the shed done here. All them few bits tidied up. We're just heading over the road here now. It's only a few miles across to a friend of mine who has a lift where we done the work on the Amazon. A couple of springs and accumulators to put in. Now, if you're wondering what we're going to do on the landcruiser, you'll see it is quite bouncy and bumpy. Well, I have a problem with the suspension. Anyway, we'll catch up with you over at the lift. Now, another machine here. Hilux. 2015 Hilux. That's some rust. You'll see a purple mark on this spring. It is a heavier duty spring. There's two different types in these Amazons. One is pink and one is purple. And I don't know which one was in mine because it's so rusty here. As you can see, it is pretty bad with rust. It's probably the original spring, 23-year-old spring. So the Toyota guys didn't know which one goes into my landcruiser. So we said we put the heavier one in it and hope that it will work okay. So we'll see how it goes getting it in now. That's kind of him there, isn't it? I think it's going to take a bit of compression. Oh man, oh jeez, the serious power in that. That's a different spring now than the one I took out. Oh, we're way there. Oh, fuck it. Lovely job. Now, so this was my broken spring. You'll see how much I was missing off that. I was missing about 30 or 40 millimeters. So you'll see how much extra is on that spring. That should make a big difference now to the ride quality. It's not simple, is it? God bless Toyota. Right, sitting good. Yeah. On these Toyota Amazons, you have another device here called an accumulator that works in conjunction with this, which is like a hydraulic ram. And the hydraulic fluid, the suspension works through that accumulator, which takes all the shock or the damping force into a nitrogen filled ball. And these lose their gas over time, so we're due a change. So we've done a test and we're definitely low on nitrogen gas in these, so they need to be upgraded. So that's what I was making this spanner for, because as you can see it's pretty tight in here to get a normal spanner in. So let's see how it fits. First job is let the pressure off them. I need to open a bleed screw here, I think. Now, so I've just opened the bleed screw. All the pressure's out of the accumulator. About that much oil in the accumulator. That's a steady pressure, I suppose, that's in it all the time. Special fluid that goes into that. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, even though these have came in genuine Toyota and Lexus part boxes and a genuine Toyota sticker, they are not genuine parts. They're parts supposedly from Japan, but genuine Toyota part is €1,250 plus VAT, which is a lot of money. Whereas I could buy the two aftermarket ones for around about, not actually sure what they were. I have the invoice, I think, in here. I'll just give you a look at it. The invoice is, oh no, that's a different invoice. That's my other bag of goodies. Most expensive bag of stuff I ever bought from Toyota. Fancy little bag. Couple of bushings and bump stops. D-bushings for the anti-roll bar link to get them stuck in too. And the two springs, €774 for them. My two accumulators and two shocks for the rear door were, I think, about 800 quid. So considerably cheaper than Toyota, less than half price. But hopefully they'll do a job. We'll soon find out. Let's do this other side. So when I opened the other accumulator on the far side, quite a bit of oil came out of it. This much oil plus another bit came out. Now I've opened this side and virtually nothing's coming out, barely a drip. So I'm starting to wonder, was there zero pressure on this accumulator? Had it stopped working altogether? And that would kind of make sense, because this is on the near side, as we call it, or the hedge side, the nearest side to the hedge. So it would have got, it'd get more abuse because that side of the road is always a little bit rougher. You'd often see that in vehicles where the suspension system on the hedge side or the left hand side here in Ireland is in a much worse condition. So I'm starting to wonder, I'd say that accumulator there is in a bad shape because there's no pressure in it at all. So anyway, let's take it off and see. Anyway, here we go. When I was opening this, virtually no oil came out. And I think I can see why. There's so much corrosion on this accumulator here. You can see that. It had to have lost all its gas pressure. So I think the only suspension that was active on this side was the spring. And this was the side the broken one was originally on. And when we done the work on the chassis and axle, we swapped them over. So the better spring probably carried a bit more off the load, and in the broken spring the accumulator was fit to take up the slack. So the two new springs and the two new accumulators should make a massive difference. We'll soon find out. Now you'll see these D-bushings on the anti-roll bar on the back axle are pretty bad. We stuck a bit of stuff in there to bush them up. We've got two genuine ones off Toyota here. So this should help the job as well. Yeah, you'll see how badly worn that is compared to the new bushing, so it should be good help. You'll see there's no pressure in the accumulators now, and you see how low the vehicle goes. We have to top up the suspension fluid. I have some genuine Toyota suspension fluid. We're just on the road here on our maiden voyage, the suspension upgrade. I can honestly say it is unbelievable the difference in the vehicle. And I didn't realise how bad it was until you put in the good suspension. I should have done this years ago. Anyway, I hadn't planned on keeping it, but it's just kind of got worse over time, and I didn't realise how bad it had got until I have upgraded. Unbelievable how well this landcruiser is driving. It is serious. I'm so happy. That's the shed resurrected, and my Amazon back up and running with unbelievable suspension again. Serious job. I will sleep very well tonight. A happy man. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.